Hello, everybody. Wolfang here. Today is Wednesday, October the 30th. One more day till Halloween. So, I got off work early. It is noon. So, I'm going to do this video and take my time over when I go to edit it and play around. So, anyway, this is actually breaking news. If I can get it. There we go. It says Supreme Court allows Virginia to resume its purge of voter registrations. The Supreme Court on Wednesday allowed Virginia to resume its purge of voter registrations that the state says it aimed at stopping people who are not U.S. citizens from voting. Justices over the dissents of the three liberal justices granted an emergency appeal from Virginia's Republican administration led by Governor Glenn Youngkin. The court provided no rationale for its rationale, which is typical in an emergency appeals. Damn phone. The justices acted on Virginia's appeal after a federal judge found that the state illegally purged more than 1,600 voter registrations in the past 2 months. A federal appeals court had previously allowed the judge's order to remain in effect. Such voting is rare in American elections, but the specter of immigrants voting illegally has been a main part of the political messaging this year from former President Donald Trump and other Republicans. Trump had criticized the earlier ruling, calling it a totally unacceptable travesty on social media. Only U.S. citizens should be allowed to vote, Trump wrote. The Justice Department and a coalition of private groups sued the state earlier in October, arguing that Virginia election officials, acting on an executive order issued in August by Youngkin, were striking names from voter rolls in violation of federal election law. The National Voter Registration Act requires a 90-day quiet period ahead of elections for the maintenance of voter rolls so that the legitimate voters are not removed from the rolls by bureaucratic errors or last minute mistakes that cannot be quickly corrected. Youngkin issued his order on August the 7th, the 90th day before the election. It required daily checks of data from the State Department of Motor Vehicles against voter rolls to identify people who are not U.S. citizens. U.S. District Judge Patrick Gill said elections officials still could remove names on an individual basis, but not through a systematic purge. Court records indicate that at least some of those whose registrations were removed are U.S. citizens. Gills had ordered the state to notify affected voters and local registrars by Wednesday that the registrations have been restored. Nearly 6 million Virginians are registered to vote. In a similar lawsuit in Alabama, a federal judge this month ordered the state to restore eligibility for more than 3,200 voters who had been deemed ineligible non-citizens. Testimony from state officials in that case showed that roughly 2,000 of the 3,251 voters who were made inactive were actually legally registered citizens. So there you go. That was breaking news. But no, if you are not a U.S. citizen, you're not allowed to vote. And God forbid we say what happened the last time. So I just hope they get their shit together, do it right, don't screw it up. But the other thing is, yesterday, a couple of drop boxes were caught on fire. I just had a brain fart. One was up in Washington, and there was one that actually burnt in Oregon. I can't think of Portland, Oregon. Duh, it came to me. But Portland, Oregon, and up in Washington, drop boxes have been fucked with. Uh, that's why some people like to go to the, on voting day, or just go to the voting wherever you go vote. Like the place that we vote at is a school. They open up the gym. It's all set up. You walk in, do your thing. There you go. If you do a absentee ballot, just take it to the post office. I never did like that. They just put these drop boxes anywhere, and supposedly there's cameras on them. But and they didn't even say if they caught the people that were fucking with these drop boxes. So I don't know. I'm sure a lot more will come out. A lot more is going to come out. I got a feeling. So anyway, this is Wolf Fang. Have a great Wednesday. Blessed be. Stay safe. And I'll bullshit with y'all later. Bye.